Hello, drafting students. Today we're talking about developments, particularly development of a hexagonal pyramid. So you can see on the screen what we're going to create. We're going to use a piece of paper 18 inches by 12 inches. Already has the border, already has the title box. I'll erase this so we could start fresh. I'm using AutoCAD to create this, but you can draft it by hand, and I'm going to show you the techniques to do that. To draw the hexagon, we've got to draw a hexagon up here in the corner. Doesn't matter exactly where. We're going to start off with a 2.5 inch circle. Now, I would do it differently if I was using AutoCAD, but by hand, what you do is grab your 60-degree triangle and line it up right to the side of the circle. Then you're not sure how long it is, but draw a line along the side there. Then flip over your triangle and put it on the other side and bounce it right off the side of the circle. And then flip it the other way and put a line along the top. And you want to touch right along the side of the circle there. You put a line, you're going to clean it up later. And you flip it to the other side. And the last two are just right along the parallel edge. So if you draw a straight line, I'm using AutoCAD again, but you would just draw it by using your parallel edge, put a line along the top and the bottom of the circle. After you have that, you can come back and extend the lines and clean them up. And guess what? You get a hexagon. I'll erase the circle in the middle. And that's what your final result is. You want to get a hexagon. Now, drawing it by hand, just like I did this, it's not going to be perfect. This length is 1 3/8, and this is actually a different size. So that's why this says varies right here. These two, they look close by the eye, and by drafting by hand, they're close enough. But I cheated by using AutoCAD, and I already have it done for you. So once you have that created, you can actually lose the circle in the middle. I would like you to draw lines across the top of the hexagon from corner to corner. After that, project down from the sides, here to here. Now it doesn't matter about the distance between this and the new object, but what I want you to do is set a base. So draw a line between the two projection lines. After you have that, draw another line 70 degrees from that. What does that mean? Right here. From here to here is 70 degrees. So how would you get that? You could put your protractor in this corner and project the line up 70 degrees. You don't know how long it is. That's okay. And that's when we hand draft, we put a line and then we decide later if we need to make it a little bit longer or shorter. So we went 70 degrees from both sides. 70 degrees from this side, 70 degrees from this side. After we have that, we want to measure along this angle 1 inch. From here to here, 1 inch long. Then you bring in your 45-degree triangle, set it up right at the top of that 1 inch line you just drew, and you create this. You complete the shape right there. I'm going to put this back as a hidden line to the top of my pyramid. And I'm going to make this part also a hidden line. Now that you completed that, I'm going to project down from this point and project down from this point. Apologize if it sounds like I'm going fast. I just want to keep the video short length, and you can always pause it or rewind it. So you go from those 2 points and bring them to the top of the pyramid, to the apex. Going to make these hidden after this, after the 45 line there. Erase that. Okay. I'm going to move it down a little bit. Not a big deal, but just keep some distance there. It's not a big deal, honestly. Okay, after I have that, what I'm going to do is bring back some projections. These are from before. Sorry about that. Erase these. Going to come from this point straight up, this point straight up, this point straight up, and this point straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just bring lines up to your original hexagon. After that, you can create a diamond shape up here. How do you do that? You start right here at this intersection, go to this one, this one, this one, this point, and that point. Trim out or erase actually the middle lines, and you create that diamond. See where the points start and where they intersect. After that, we're going to copy this line. You can use your 45-degree triangle to put another line out here somewhere. It doesn't matter how far and how long, we can adjust that. What we're going to do is draw a line perpendicular till we hit this line. What does perpendicular mean? That's right, 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So you're going to draw a line from that intersection, from this intersection, here and here. I'll turn off the red for a second so you see what I'm talking about. That point, that point, that point, that point. Now the line is too long over here, but too short over here. So what I could do is just go like that. And of course you could do that by hand as well, hand drafting. What you're going to need is a line from here to here, and here to here, and across here. You're going to draw that by hand, and you're going to keep those very light, those green lines. What you're looking for is this distance, which is 131/256 of an inch. But easier than that is you can use your dividers. I'm going to do a little bit differently, but you're going to use your dividers to go from this point to this point and draw it from here to here. What I'm going to do is use my friend Al, move it there to there. If you don't know who Al is, you'll meet him one day. Al actually stands for a line. Very cool tool, but we're not an AutoCAD class, so I'll explain that another time. After you have that, you can, let me make this clearer to you. There you go. So what you have is that middle axis. It's kind of, what you did was kind of copy this thing over to here. You got the middle axis and these two lengths. So now that I have that, I can create a polyline from here to here and just connect all those points. And you're going to get that diamond shape. The next step is to create this wing over here. What I'm going to need is the length of this from here to here. I'll make that different color so you see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so you see that blue line? Sorry about that. Maybe redo that. I apologize. So the blue line from here to here. We're going to need that. That's going to be the radius to create this arc over here. I'm going to use the circle command. So basically, if you were drawing this by hand, let me move it onto the screen a little bit better, onto the paper. So that line originally came from where? This line came from here. So we just need an arc to be drawn that. We don't know how long the arc is, and we can always change it. That's okay. Now, the next step is that we have to take this length of the hexagon and put it onto the line here. One and 57,128. Again, how would we do that? We can use our dividers. Or my friend Al can go from here and onto the line. There you go. So you want it to go touching the line right there. Actually, this part, believe it or not, is a little bit easier with your dividers than with AutoCAD. So some things are better by hand. I'm going to quickly get this done for you, though. There's 3. We're going to need 6 of these. 4. 5. And the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now that you have those, take them all back to the original point. And let me erase this for a second. And let me actually erase the arc. Now, what we're going to need is the lengths of this pyramid right here. They're going to give us how far we walk along these. So our friend Al is coming to help us again. He works really good in this operation here. Put one there, put the next one here. Third one on the third line. And right down the middle for the last one. What we could do is, through the magic of AutoCAD, put those over there. Then the last step is simply to connect all the ends of these. And you get this wing shape. So that's basically it. Or it kind of looks like a croissant, right? All right, so that's basically it. If you're going to There's annotation, text you have to add, dimensions. Please reference the hand drawing for that. I'll send you a copy of that. And when you're going to build the model, you're going to copy this, and you're going to put the hexagon anywhere on the bottom here. Doesn't matter, just put it along one of these sides, like such, and this diamond shape needs to connect to the top. Where you put it exactly doesn't matter, but this might be a good spot to put it. If you do this correctly, you should be able to fold the development up and have great success. Okay, please send any comments or questions you have, and thank you for your time, and I'll see you all soon.